Yeah, it certainly was front and center. After winning the skills competition, Team North America was looking for the weekend sweep. Pretty good odds to do it, too, with Mario Lemieux in the mix. He was the captain of the North American team. His credentials are solid. He is second all-time in All-Star scoring. He's also a three-time All-Star MVP. Nobody has done it 4 times. Mario trying to do that with son Austin looking on, who would see dad in his first All-Star game. Mario was last to leave the room, and this is what was waiting.
You guys miss it? Absolutely. How can you not?
And the captain of the North America All-Stars, joining us for his 9th All-Star appearance from the Pittsburgh Penguins, number 66. Mario Lemieux!
Yeah, and off the puck drop, cue the offense. 49 seconds in, Korea to Fleury to the back of the net. 1-0 North America. Just a minute later, though, Freddie Modine gets it over to Matt Sundin, and that's going to tie things up at 1 apiece. At the other end, another old combo hooking up. Doug Waite to Bill Guerin. He scores. That makes it 2-1 North America. Luc Robitaille would make it a 3-1 game. And then back would come Matt Sundin. The tricky little roll it off your stick move and in. 3-2. Peter Forsberg made it 3-3. Then Hasek kept it that way as he gets the glove to stop Simon Gagner. Mario scoreless through 1, but then... Yep, seen that move a few times before. A couple minutes later, Joe Sakic will just hammer home the Korea drop pass, and it's 6-4 North America, just like that. The world got one back, and then on the wraparound, Tony Amonte banks it off a leg in front in the net. That's his second of the game. 7-5 North Americans. Roman Cechmanek under siege. Fleury to Sakic, but Cechmanek save of the second period, no doubt. And then the biggest hit from a goalie in All-Star game history, Paul Kariya looking for the pass, head down, and he goes down. Third period now, 9-7 North America. Milan Hajduk taking the feed in the slot, putting the feed away. That makes it a 9-8 game. Now 10-8, 3-0. Gagner stopped by Nabokov, but then Mario to Brett Hull, back to Gagner, and in. It's 11-8, and it's the second point for Mario. The world made it 11-10, but Paul Kariya sends away Theo Fleury, and that is a record-tying 22nd goal of the game. 12-10 shortly after the record falls. Matt Sundin to Alexei Kovalev, and he makes it 12-11. Gagner would make it 13-11. Then the man who would eventually win a truck, Bill Guerin, picks up the hat trick. That is just the 11th hat trick in All-Star history. That would give Guerin the MVP with 3 goals and 2 assists. North America beats the world 14-12 in the process. North America outshooting the world 53-45.
And definitely Nolan Ryan would have loved today's All-Star game. A no-hitter with plenty of run support. Truly a record-setting day in Denver. 26 goals and just as many good saves. Now let's send you back to Colorado for more with Paul Romanuk and Bob McKenzie.
Well, with apologies to hockey purists who can sometimes sit and wax philosophically for hours about the intricacies of neutral zone play and defensive traps, what do people really want to see? They want to see offense. And guess what? There was no disappointment at the 51st annual NHL All-Star Game. A record number of goals scored. The folks had lots to cheer about, and the cheering started early.
Number 66, Mario Lemieux!
At a game where the biggest ovation is almost always reserved for the hometown stars, it was 66, Mario Lemieux, who ignited the packed capacity crowd, stepping onto the ice in an NHL All-Star uniform for the first time in 4 years. And Lemieux kept the cheering going, picking up a goal and an assist.
It is special, especially after 3.5 years and having missed the game quite a bit, realizing during those 3.5 years. So to be back at the All-Star game and to be a part of it once again with some of the young great players in this league and some of the old-timers like Ray Bourque and Brett Hull is always a lot of fun. It's a very hectic couple of days, but I'm glad that I had another chance to be a part of it.
With all due respect, how about an unlikely MVP? Bill Guerin, traded away by the Edmonton Oilers earlier this year, off in Boston, where his career has almost had a rebirth. And that continued at the All-Star game. A hat trick and 2 assists, 5 points, and the most valuable player award for the former Oiler.
I was thrilled to be picked, to come and play this weekend. I just wanted to, relax, enjoy being around the guys, and and have fun. And like I said, this is all this, the trophy and the card and all that stuff is icing on the cake.
The good news for the Canadian teams, well, they were well represented. Matt Sundin from the Toronto Maple Leafs with a couple of goals and a couple of assists. Doug Weight from the Edmonton Oilers with a goal and 3 assists. Marcus Naslund from the Vancouver Canucks with a goal and 1 assist. Yeah, representing the Canadian teams, 2 Swedish guys and an American guy.
The best 8 years of my career have been in Edmonton. The fans, the people of Canada, the knowledge of the game they have, the respect of the game they have is unbelievable, unparalleled, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I plan to keep enjoying it. My number one goal, isn't to make all-star teams and score goals. It's to win a Stanley Cup in Edmonton as an Oiler.
I feel half Canadian. I've been there for a while now, and I think it's a great place to live.
It was a weekend full of Olympic talk, Olympic speculation. Well, I'll throw this one into the ring. How about a line of Sakic, Correa, and Fleury for the Canadian team?
We did mention that in intermission time. We definitely had a lot of fun out there, and looking forward to playing with those guys. I don't know if we're going to be on the same line or what, but it would be nice to play with those guys on the same team.
So we might play with those guys for sure. But that's a long ways away, and we really enjoyed playing with each other today.
We're all good friends, and we've known each other for a while, so we had some good chemistry out there, and we had fun playing.
Joining me now, Bob McKenzie, and I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about, the future of things in Canada. The 2 most notable players waving the flag for the Canadian teams, a Swede, Matt Sundin, and an American guy, Doug Weight.
Yeah, what about Bill Guerin? He plays for the Edmonton Oilers. Oh, that's right. He doesn't play for the Edmonton Oilers anymore. Doug Weight and Bill Guerin used to team up for the Oilers. They teamed up again today, and I'll tell you what, that was a dynamic hockey line. Doug Weight was at his playmaking best, Bill Guerin at his goal-scoring best, and Tony Amonte wasn't too shabby either. Lots of speed on that line, a little preview of the U.S. Olympic hockey team. I thought, for my money, that was the best line on the ice today, although Sakic, Fleury, and Correa might have given them a bit of a run. And the other line that was really terrific was the Swedish line for the world team. Matt Sundin, couple of goals, 3 assists. Freddie Modin, 3 assists. Marcus Naslund got a nice goal. In fact, it was Sundin who got the first 2 goals for the world team, and Sundin really stepped his game up. But it was really a dynamic offensive show and a bit of an Olympic preview when you start looking at those multinational lines they put together.
I can't believe how fired up we are already in Canada about it's about a year away. You had your 5-part series, and the players were talking about it down here. What about the second period of this game?
Second period of that game was probably as entertaining an all-star period as I've seen for a long, long time.
You're not going to analyze this.
I won't break it down too much for you, but I will recap some of the things that were really terrific about it. That back pass between the legs by Paul Correa to Joe Sakic for the goal was absolute beauty. You don't get anything more spectacular than that. Correa almost getting taken out by goaltender Roman Cechmanek. That was pretty good too. It was the only check that was thrown in a game, and appropriate that it was thrown by a goaltender from the Czech Republic whose name is Cechmanek. But Mario Lemieux's breakaway, the goal after goal, the pace was probably faster in the second period than it was in the first or the third. There were 10 goals in the third as well, but it wasn't. And I must be getting soft to my old age to actually say that I enjoyed a period of all-star hockey, because traditionally I've been pretty cynical about the pros and cons of the all-star game. But that second period, it was good entertainment.
You think you can win your buddy Gord Miller over now into the all-star club?
Let's not get carried away.
That could be a lot of work. All-star games, not Gord's favorites. That wraps up things for now. Let's send you back to Sports Desk.
All right, guys, great work as always. Well, the leaderboard going into the final round of the Pebble Beach Pro-Am was a veritable